Idaho State comes in. They have just one of their top scorers back from a year ago, but this kid is a blast also. Gilchrest is a point guard who can fly up and down the floor. Now Broderick will be joined by a local kid, Chase Graybo, in the starting lineup. Graybo is from right here in Boulder.
Yeah, he went to Faith Christian High School, but Broderick Gilchrest, there's Chase Graybo right there. He started both games for the Bengals in the preseason. But I want to tell you something about Gilchrest. 43 points in 2 exhibitions. This guy's Colorado going small, no center with Bousma in the ball game. Roberson, the freshman, is guarding Bousma. The confidence that Tad Boyle has in this freshman, you like to see it. You go with speed and quickness over maybe a little bit of size.
Well, they take advantage there.
And that's where Gilchrest, and you may see Shannon Sharp off the bench. He's off the bench supporting, but Gilchrest will get up. And
Broderick last year, honorable mention, all Big Sky player. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, which for Joe O'Brien is a familiar place to recruit. In fact, last year he had 5 players from Memphis.
Well, and the other thing is, it's no surprise that Gilchrest is a community college player, because a large percentage of and Joe O'Brien has coached at the community colleges in Iowa. And so he's familiar with a lot of the coaches and has recruited those.
So he has to go. He had said, I have to get on a plane every time I recruit.
Just like Colorado.
Yeah, same deal.
Well, and you'd think they may go to Seattle. That's really the largest metropolitan area.
But, you know, obviously there's so many other schools in there.
Right, right. Idaho State running a motion offense, screen on the ball for Gilchrest, and why wouldn't you?
And nothing but the bottom for Gilchrest, and Idaho State takes a 3-point lead player.
Well, it's not often a freshman gets in the first 5 minutes of the game, and particularly a team that plays man-to-man.
He's the first big off the floor. Off the bench, I should say. Gilchrest with that great speed.
He's a hard worker. You can depend on him to play anywhere from 2 through 5 for the Colorado Buffaloes.
And there's Gilchrest again. He's got 9 points.
Little box set with a screen and roll. Knudsen guarding Chase Graybo.
And Gilchrest got an open look for 3.
Well, you give him a little space. On a guy like this, you've got to get so low. I mean, Tomlinson gives you a little more length to guard the outside shot, but notice the number of screens that they set. Great feed.
That's a great look.
Bousma, I don't know if we'll get a second shot, but it's a...
Here's McGowan. He's got some quicks.
And he finds Gilchrest.
Quick release.
Whoa, and Gilchrest is impressive from... He has got some range. 3 for 3 from the 3-point line.
Corner. And a weak side board for Gilchrest. He is everywhere.
Yes, he is. His team, his high school team, went to the semifinals 2 times, 5A in the state of Texas. 5A in the state of Texas is big time.
Yeah, it's really a surprise that Colorado was able to get him so late, because, as you suggest, a winning program and an elite player on a winning program.
Yeah, you know, typically...
Gilchrest, whoa.
Well, there is a mismatch. Here's Roberson, who's actually played some center. Looks like O'Brien will slow the ball down a little bit, run a little clock.
We're going to see Javon Coney here in a minute for Colorado. That'll be the 11th Buffalo to play in the first half.
And Javon, another
Gilchrest, what a time for another bomb.
Unbelievable. That is 6 for 9, 3 for 3 from the 4 for 4, excuse me. Thank you. And Gilchrest has range. He also has got a little bit of a fadeaway. Watch him.
He's got get off the bus range.
Yeah.
That's an NBA 3. He's got 20 points in the game.
Yeah, it's Sharp guarding him. It's giving him a little bit too much space. You can't give him any room. With a player like that, you know what the answer is? Don't let him get the ball.
Block for Colorado's default at 6-9. Gilchrest. Is fouled. And Idaho State has come storming out of the locker room, and you wonder if Tad Boyle's going to call an early timeout.
He may have to. As I mentioned, he has 1 assist on 20 minutes of play, but 20 points. But he earns an opportunity to get to the free throw line instead. That's confidence.
Couple of fouls on Tomlinson. Gilchrest spins that one through. 21 for Gilchrest.
What a great line he's got on the offensive side of the ball. Quite to maybe Nashville.
I was hopeful.
There's another school in Nashville, Vanderbilt.
That's pretty good school. That's not a junior college.
No. There's Gilchrest. They set a screen. Morera set a flare screen for him.
Graybo with a basketball, and Gilchrest for three, and the lead. He is unconscious, 5 of 5 from afar.
Impacting that, particularly Gilchrest.
No, they believe they belong. Here's Gilchrest right down the lane. Count the basket.
And that will put the Bengals ahead, I believe, for the first time this ball game, 48-47 with the trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, well, actually now the second time in this half. After that three by Gilchrest a moment ago, and here he is down the boulevard once again.
Yeah, and you have to get a silver jersey between him and the basket, and that's the problem. Colorado's standing up, they're waving at the ball, they're kind of swatting at the ball instead of getting in a stance and picking him up. And right now, Gilchrest is leading the Bengals, and this would be a major upset, which will get you. It'll get you a really high percentage shot because the defense breaks down. Now, Shannon Sharp back, great screen by Guzman. Stop unbelievable penetration.
Gilchrest going quick.
And I tell you what, they're not stopping Gilchrest in transition. They're not stopping Gilchrest from the three. And they're not stopping him in the half court.
Hold on a second. The hairdo at the Times. We're just talking about a couple of months ago.
Oh, 2005. Come on. It was like 5 years ago.
All right, Alana, thanks. Here's Graybo working against Roberson.
Well, right now, the Bengals have energy, and Guzman has energy.
They have energy, they have confidence because of what number 2's done. 30 points in the game for Gilchrest. Gets a ball screen. Trying to beat Tomlinson, long three.
And that's what you want to force right there.
Yeah, well, the good news is, come June, the bus will have a state-of-the-art practice facility for both the men, the women, and the volleyball program also, which will be part of the Coors Event Center. Construction is ongoing.
It's going to be a phenomenal addition to the athletic facilities at Colorado. I mean, hats off to Mike Bone for making that happen. It's been one of his goals since he arrived in 2005, and to make it a reality.
And that's really what you were just talking about, Coach. So when Linda Lappy's getting after her troops, she's not going to be interrupted by perhaps Tad Boyle getting after his guys.
No, it's nice. I mean, players can go into 2 separate buildings. There are going to be 8 baskets in each building for volleyball. The volleyball team will be able to have the capacity to practice.
Burks. Here's Gilchrest. He's led everybody. What a show he's put on. 34 points for Gilchrest.
Oh,
and he lobbed for
how about that pass?
the big man. And,
put that play in your playbook.
Yeah, Guzman gets it back, and it goes outside. A 3 ball for Gilchrest. He may get 40 tonight. Thing with 4 minutes to go.
No, and I'm impressed with how hard this team plays. And I think a lot of it is Gilchrest. He plays with a lot of intensity.
And the jump hook makes it an 8-point game.
Rocky Mountain States, there's just not the number of bodies to choose from.
Gilchrest gets a step, and he's fouled.
Well, that's what you don't want to do if you're Colorado. You're up 10. You don't want to stop the clock and let the opponent score while the clock stops.
Man, is he fast. 37 points. I have not misspoken. 37 points for the guy at the line. 5'11" Broderick Gilchrest.
He averaged 15.5 points a game. He's honorable mention All Big Sky. You kind of wonder what first teamers look like.
Yeah.
You said shortly into the second half he may get 40. He hits this, it's 39. Colorado has to be happy with their turnover, but to switch to a full court man-to-man defense with the run and jump principles, with the traps, 3 foul on the Graybo on the boards.
Gilchrest, great feed and a nice finish underneath by Mike Lacey.
Excellent. I'm not sure how Gilchrest got the ball to Lacey, but he did. He managed to shovel past the ball to Lacey.
8-point game, 42+ seconds left.
He gets the ball around Burks and Tomlin.
Gilchrest came out with the hot hand, and it really has not abated tonight. 13 of 21, 6 of 8 from three-point land.
And you know what? He's played with the same tempo and the same look on his face the entire night. He plays with a sense of urgency. He plays with a hunger that you'd like to see all basketball players play with, as if this will be the last time he goes on the floor.
Gilchrest of Idaho State pouring in 39 points, and Coach Boyle taking an extra moment with Broderick Gilchrest.